What's up everyone, Matthew Monis here, and today I'm reviewing the Samsung Galaxy Tab S3. This is a $600 tablet that comes with a stylus, but Samsung sells an optional $129 keyboard to go along with it. Now this is totally aimed to take on the iPad Pro and possibly replace your laptop. But can it actually do that? Well, let's find out. The Tab S3 is beautiful. Just imagine a blown up version of the Galaxy Note 7. Actually, don't imagine a blown up version. I probably shouldn't be saying that. Imagine a big Galaxy S8 but without the edge screen. So glass on the back but with a lot more fingerprints. The bezels are a decent size. There's 4 speakers, 2 on the bottom and 2 on the top. So no matter which way you're holding it, you'll get nice sound. I say the sound is just as good as the iPad Pro. It's loud and clean, even at max volume. Now, I just came back from Vancouver and I used the Tab S3 a lot while I was there. I watched the entire season of the Get Down Brothers while I was traveling on the plane. The 9.7-inch 2048 by 1536 Super AMOLED screen looks amazing to watch movies or TV on. However, the colors are oversaturated, and because it's on a bigger screen, it feels like it's significantly more saturated compared to an AMOLED screen on a smartphone. So really awesome for watching movies and playing games, but for reading websites and writing documents, I still prefer an IPS display. The Tab S3 is also the first Android tablet that comes with HDR support, so there's not much content available right now outside of Netflix. Besides watching movies, I also used it for work, and in order to do that, I connected the separate keyboard attachment that Samsung sells. I think it's a must if you want to try and replace your laptop with it. Now, I did prefer using the Tab S3 on the plane as it did take up less space. I mean, it's not a true laptop replacement. I still think Google really needs to optimize their apps, or at least encourage developers to utilize all that extra screen real estate. The majority of apps that I use are just blown up versions of the mobile equivalent. However, the combination of Android 7.0, Samsung's own software, and the S Pen make it feel a little more cohesive. The S Pen made it super easy to sign contracts and mark up the screen. It's included in the box, and I feel it's a good extension of the Tab S3. The only thing I felt that held me back was the multitasking. Sure, split screen is there so I can have a browser open and a document at the same time. It's good enough to send emails, chat, or have a Skype call, but it just doesn't do it as well as a traditional laptop or even a Chromebook. Also, quite frequently, the external keyboard app would crash on me and I would have to leave the app and come back in to make it work again. I also found the keys to be a bit too cramped and I was constantly making a lot of typos. But performance was good, even though it's using last year's Snapdragon 820. I only used it for 2 weeks and there were no noticeable slowdowns, but I'd have to use it for a longer period of time to see if any of that Samsung lag creeps in. It's using Samsung's TouchWiz UI and it's gotten better over the years, but it's still not my favorite. I immediately installed Nova Launcher for a much more simplistic look and feel. It has 2 cameras. The front one is 5 megapixels and it looks like this. It's slightly better or pretty equal to most laptop front-facing cameras. The back 13 megapixel camera is fine for a tablet. It's obviously not as good as the one on your smartphone, but fine for the odd picture. Now, unfortunately, it only comes with 32 gigabytes of storage, but thankfully there's room for a micro SD card. I imagine most would fill it up quite quickly with music and videos. Battery life was good. I got about 12 hours of use before needing to charge, so I used it heavily on my 5-hour plane ride, did work in the hotel room, and watched a few Netflix shows before going to sleep. There's also quick charging too in case you need to plug it in and top up quickly. Alright, so here's my closing thoughts. The Tab S3 has a gorgeous display, attractive design, good performance, comes with the stylus, and has good battery life. But I found the keyboard attachment to be too cramped to type on, and it crashed a lot. I think if you're looking for a tablet to replace some of your laptop functions, you're better off with an iPad. iOS has a lot more tablet-focused apps that were designed to take advantage of a bigger screen. However, if you are looking for a true laptop replacement, I still think you're better off with a Chromebook. It's cheaper, easier to work with, and has a better keyboard. Now, if your primary intention is to have the best display to watch content on, the Tab S3 is a solid option. So that wraps up my review of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S3. I want to know what you guys think of it in the comments below, and if you have one already, let me know what you like or dislike about it. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and as always, I will see you in the next video.